Hey guys, so a couple days ago I just wanted to pop on here and say on my channel because I have been just in a funk the last couple days. So basically on Monday, today is Thursday, so 3 days ago my Instagram account got completely hacked. And it started with an email from a hacker basically saying, like, the title of the email said your Instagram was hacked. And I was like, so like I clicked on it and it said, it was basically like a ransom note, which was so stupid. It was like, hey, if you want your Instagram account back, you need to email this back in 3 hours. And then obviously I didn't respond. And so I tried to reach out to Instagram. Well, Instagram doesn't have like a live person. So I didn't hear anything back from them right away. And so like literally every hour after this 3 hour mark, this person was emailing me saying, hey, it's been an hour, we haven't heard back from you. Hey, do you need this account? Question mark, like this whole big long thing. And I was basically like, I didn't know what to do. Anyways, 3 days later, I still haven't been able to get my account back. And so I'm still reaching out to Instagram. I'm still trying to push through their autoresponders. But it's just been kind of like depressing to me. And I know it's like first world problems, you know, like, okay, you know, your Instagram account's gone, but at the same time, it was my business card. And not only that, more, you know, I can rebuild my business and I can do those things. And I know that I can, and I know that it would just take time, over, you know, several years, but you know, I love what I do and I will continue to do it. And that's my only option. But then the other side of it is like all of the memories and the photo stream. And if you were to like deep creep through my Instagram, you know, kind of like a virtual timeline of like my life. And so I think that has been making me really emotional and upset. And, you know, part of it's probably pregnancy hormones. I just was feeling defeated, you know, and all the content I've put out there and I've worked hard to build it up. I think that's why I was mostly upset and still am upset about it. And so I've been stressed out, which of course then makes me feel even more stressed out because my #1 priority is her health. And so it's just been hard and I'm not sleeping. It's just been a lot of things going on that I haven't really felt like picking up the camera. I had kind of a silent day yesterday, which is absolutely not what you need when you're trying to build back your social media, but that's kind of what I needed to do. And yeah, it's just been kind of hard, and I have really appreciated, like, it's humbling because I think social media, and I'm guilty of it too, like, we portray the negative, you know, like the trolls and the people that are out there and they're just being, you know, nasty to random people. And I think in the last couple of days I've realized like the goodness of social media and the fact that like at the end of the day we're all strangers, you know, like, oh, I know her, but you don't really, you know her because you follow her, and the people that have reached out to me, it's like, it means so much to me. And to like send me blog posts and to send me people that this has happened to and to like really be friends, it's incredible. And I was really humbled the other day and I was like writing in my prayer journal and I was like, you know, if there's a silver lining that comes from these shitty situations, then that's definitely one of them, because I mean, it just made me feel like that good. So anyways, I just wanted to say that on my YouTube channel because I'm being full transparency. That's how I've been feeling this week. But yeah, I just did like a little story on my Instagram kind of about that. A lot of my features and functions on Instagram have been disabled because unfortunately you have to have 10,000 followers in order to be able to do those features. So it's just frustrating. And it's like, again, it's first world problems, it's dumb shit. And at the end of the day, like, the health of my family is really my biggest priority, you know? And I've got my health, my husband's health, the health of our little baby. And I think that's what truly matters. And I know that. And I think that's where like the tug of war in your brain goes. Like, you're so upset over this first world problem, which, I mean, it is, it's my business. At the end of the day, it's my business. And I think that's why it's so, people are like, oh, it's a social media account. Yeah, but it's also my business. It's my marketing strategy. It's my target audience. It's my, you know, my community. And I think that's why it's so much more to me than just a social media account. And maybe I took that for granted, and maybe that's why this is happening to me, because I'm still a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. So I don't know that I'll figure that out this week. I don't know that I'll figure that out in a year. I don't know that I'll figure all of that out. I'm trying to remain positive. My uncle reached out to me yesterday and he said, hey, there's a reason the windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror. And it made me cry because that's the state I'm in. And then I was thinking about it and I was like, I don't have a choice to curl up in a ball and wallow because all of my hard work's gone. All my memories are gone. I still have my memories. I still have my memory. I still have those photos, and whether they're on display for the world or they're right here, you know, what's important is that they're right here. You know, everything's going well with my pregnancy so far. I'm gonna meet her in 7 short weeks or less. And it really just kind of brings you back down to earth. And I just wanted to share that because I feel like we're all guilty of it. And I think being able to take a step back and look at things rationally and not react emotionally is super important. So 3 days after the fact, this is where I'm at. I still have hope that I can get it back. But I'm also planning for the worst. So that's what's going on in La Casa de Simmons. So it's about 7 o'clock this morning. I think I'm gonna get some work done first and then head to the gym. Just because I feel like I work better in the morning when I first get up, mentally. So I'm gonna start with that, and then, oh my gosh, I'm so sweaty. And then I will, I'll check in with you guys a little later.
I can feel my body cold against the concrete, but I can't seem to get enough. My mind is fixed on what it wants. I just let you beat me. Looks can be deceiving. Let you get the best of me. In bed with my worst enemy. This is a no-go. I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone. Back up and get me home. This is a no-go. I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone. Back up and get me. So put your hand in mine. Follow me. Let me waste your time. Set up beat. Do some stupid shit. Take a seat. Let me waste your time. So put your
Lady at the elevator told me I looked really small. I don't feel really small. But the doctor says I'm like, great. Small. Get really good at peeing in a cup, I'll tell you what.
I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone. Back up and get.
Alright, I just got out of my 33-week appointment, I guess. And so now apparently I lost a pound, and she's measuring 2 weeks behind. So she's small now. So I don't know, last week they told me I gained way too much weight and I didn't change anything. Actually, I even tried eating more just because I know that my calories have been kind of like smaller. Just because it's so hot and I don't want to eat, which is why I've been trying to eat like more smoothies and calorically dense stuff. So like I said, I track, so I actually have not decreased my food. So I know, I think last week or the 2 weeks ago when I gained weight, like it was probably just because I hadn't gone to the bathroom or had some more sodium or did like leg day, or who knows. I'm not really worried about the weight. But she did say, based on like the measuring, because they measure from your pubic bone to the top of your uterus, that I'm measuring small. So I think, or I did schedule an ultrasound for when I come back. I'll be almost 36 weeks when I come back. So, and then after that, we will be doing it every week after that. So she said as long as, you know, it comes back, we'll see what position she's in. So I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling a little worried. Her heart rate's back up a little bit to 143 this time. She was 139 last time, so she's staying around the same. she's moving a lot. She's moving a lot, and I can feel her do like this. So maybe since she's smaller, she's still flipping. I don't know. Still a little worried about it, obviously, because I'm a first-time mom. So I asked her if I should start packing my hospital bag, and she laughed. And I said, well, seriously, that's what my book says. And she said, just wait. She said by 35 weeks. So I guess I've got 2 more weeks. So I don't even know, like, do I need like a coming home outfit? Do I need like a, I don't know. So anyways, I'm excited though. But that's my update. I'm gonna head home and finish out this work day. Good morning, guys. So usually on Saturday mornings, I turn my weeks for pregnancy every Friday. This isn't her baby book. This is more of my pregnancy book because it goes through each week by, and you write your symptoms and everything. So I'm just kind of like reflecting on the last week. And then I also been really skimping on taking my bump measurement, like right around the middle of the belly button. And so I just wanted to see this week because if you saw in the last clip, she's measuring small, and that's from when they measure from your top of your cervix to your top of your pubic bone, like when you're laying down flat. And so according to that, she's measuring small, but I did grow in circumference around my belly button. Last week I was 34 1/2 inches, and this week I'm 35 3/8 inches, so almost a full inch. So that makes me feel a little bit better. Based on weight wise, I'm still gaining according to my scale, but like a lot slower now. So I think I'm gonna try to up my calories a little bit more. I haven't really been tracking. I've been trying to hit around like 2,000 calories. I usually keep my protein between 130 and 140 just because that's just how I eat. And then my carbs are anywhere from like 200 to 230, and my fats have been anywhere from 55 to 65, just naturally. I'm just not hungry, and I know that's like really bad, but like nothing sounds good. The only time my stomach actually growls is when I first wake up in the morning, and then other than that, it's almost like I eat breakfast and then I'm like, oh. So I've been trying to eat more smoothies because I feel like I can hide more calories in those, like with fruits and coconut oils, or I've been eating a lot of almond butter just on like rice cakes or something because it's high calorie, but I don't want to like, you know, shove a bunch of fat in there either. I just still want to get the fiber and everything from the carbs. So, and I am still lifting, so I do want to make sure that I am getting some good micronutrients, glucose, things like that. So anyways, okay, I feel a little bit better that she's growing a little bit. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Alright guys, welcome to today's voiceover. I figured I would just lay some audio over this workout. So today I am doing a leg day, and I started here with some seated hamstring curl negatives. So what I'm doing is I'm curling in for a count of 1 and slowly resisting the weight back up for about a count of 3. And this increases the time under tension of those hamstring muscles. Make sure your back is completely against that pad. Moving on, I went over to the Smith machine and I started doing some hack squats. So you're kind of leaning back into the bar a little, and when you squat, your shins should be perpendicular to the floor here. Now I'm a little bit wider than shoulder width, and I'm pushing through those heels and keeping my knees apart, squeezing the glutes. speaking of squeezing the glutes, I supersetted these squats with some banded hip thrusts here, and make sure that you're getting a good full range of motion. My belly keeps it from getting that total squeeze up top, but you get the idea. Then my second superset of the day was some reverse, actually they're more split squats. I'm not really lunging here. Again, I'm really focusing on just moving or pushing through that front heel. I don't want to get a lot of help from that back leg there, and I'm pushing through that front heel, like my left heel here, and squeezing the glute up at the top. Make sure that you keep your chest nice and high. Exhale as you push through that heel. And I supersetted these with some single leg hip thrusters now. So the difference here is I'm only using one foot to press through my heel there. So like in this one, I'm pressing through my left heel and squeezing that left glute. I want to keep my chin tucked and really focus on tucking those hips up at the top there. These are tough. Okay, moving along into my third superset, I went ahead and I started with some cable kickbacks. Now, I really like to try to get my back parallel to the ground here so that I'm really not tempted to arch my back. I'm gonna kick back and up a little bit, so almost like kicking into the back corner of the room with that heel. And then I superset it immediately, same leg. I went into single leg standing abductions here. I'm coming a little bit behind my body and squeezing those abductors. So again, opposite leg here, I'm bringing my knee in and almost focusing on my glute is almost on a pendulum there. So I don't want to be arching my back, no help from my lower back. These should not hurt your lower back. You should really feel that in the gluteus maximus. Really drive that heel behind you. And then the back shot, another abduction here, and I'm focusing on the gluteus medius as well as the abductors here. You can see I'm using really light weight to keep the mind connection on that abductor. All right, I think this is my last superset. Yeah, and then, so I did these cable squats, and I'm really liking these. So I'm kind of leaned back a little bit, and I'm using that rope to really pull myself up. But the key here is I'm not using my arms. So if you can kind of see, I have my lats locked in, so I'm not tempted to pull with my lats. And I'm really focusing on driving through the heels and squeezing my hips under up at the top there. That's what finishes this move, is that squeeze up at the top. And I immediately go into, these are a definite favorite of mine this pregnancy as well. And these are stiff-legged deadlifts here. Same thing, I'm really planting my heels into the ground, locking my lats in so I'm not reaching, and focusing on driving those hips forward. It's all in the hips. It's a hip hinge and a squeeze. It's kind of like a backwards like cable pull through or like kettlebell swing. But obviously I don't have to rest my belly anywhere either. So these are awesome. I really, really like these. And that's the workout, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Alright, so I actually just got done filming the nursery tour as well. So Elliot came home and he was able to film me. So that'll hopefully be up this week as well. I just need to get that edited. Didn't really do much today. So I think I'm going to close out the video here. I know it was kind of a slow kind of vlog, but again, that's kind of how our weekends have been. I think after this week was just a really stressful kind of week. I don't think I updated you guys yet, but so I did end up getting my Instagram account back after lots and lots of back and forth with the IG customer service, and I did do a post on that as well, so I'll link the post below so that you guys can all protect yourself from something like that. Stuff that I think I took for granted. I didn't have my 2-factor authentication on, and I didn't really think about, and obviously in today's day and age it's all too easy now for hackers to get your information. So I was able to get my account back, and I'm very, very happy about that. And I think if there's one thing that I learned from all of this, it's just not to take my platform for granted. I've built up this platform and I've worked really hard on it. And yeah, I mean, you know, you can say what you want about social media and followers and things like that, but I think the community that I've built, I mean, if it wasn't for the community that I built and all of you guys that have helped me, you guys helped me through that a lot. I would not have found the blogs that helped me. I would not have found the other women that this has happened to and been able to reach out to them. I would not have found the fake account. One of my followers found my account just under a different name, and that really helped me, because when you're dealing with customer service that's all automated responses, they weren't quite understanding what I was saying. Whoever took my account and changed my username, but then they also changed my email address. And when I was going in there and they were saying your password's been reset, I was able to reset my password on this new fake account name, but the email that it was going to like verify that this is you was the hacker changed my email address, and I would not have known that. The email address that the hacker put in there looked very similar, but it wasn't a real email address. And I would not have known that had my account not been linked to my Facebook page. My Instagram account is linked to my Redefine You Facebook page, and if I wasn't able to go in there, I wouldn't be able to see what email address they were using. So that helped me out a lot. Just protect yourself out there. Make sure you have that 2-factor authentication on, and just make sure that to protect yourself, you know, when you're opening up things. Like I said, the way that I got hacked was the hacker was able to send me an email. They sent me an email on Monday, and I didn't know it was a hacker. It was just she had a real name. Her name was Jane Austen, I believe was what the name was in the subject line. And it said like collaboration request or something like that, which I get a lot of collaboration requests like this. Like, this email didn't seem like anything out of the ordinary. And so when I clicked on it, it basically said, hey, you know, we think you'd be perfect for this product, blah, blah, blah. Check out our Instagram page. So as soon as I clicked on their Instagram page to like see what kind of products they had, and I remember too thinking in my head, like, this is weird. It's a swimsuit line. Like, they want me to collaborate on a swimsuit line, and I'm 8 months pregnant. So I thought it was kind of funny, but the Instagram page was legit. It had like 13 or 14,000 followers, something like that. And so I didn't think anything of it. And about an hour and a half later, I received an email that said, your Instagram has been hacked, in the subject line. I went to go check my Instagram to be like, what do you mean my Instagram's been hacked? It was completely gone. You couldn't even search for it. It was gone. So that's how I know that they were able to get in there. It was like a phishing link or something. Once I clicked on that link to look at this company's Instagram page, they were able to grab all of my information, and I was done for. So just be aware of that. Had I had 2-factor authentication on, I may have been able to be alerted as soon as this hacker then took possession of my account, or attempted to take possession, because what the 2-factor authentication does is if there's a login from something other than the devices that you've approved. So like, I think I have my computer and my phone that are linked to me, and sometimes it still asks me for a extra password when I sign on. So like, hey, if I were to log out on my phone and then re-log back in, it would say, hey, we need to know that this is you, and it would send me a code to my email address or my phone to try to verify that it's me, or it would give me a notification that says, hey, there was an attempted login from blah blah blah. So like, if I were to try to get on from my computer, it would say, hey, there was attempted login on this computer, did you authorize this? So it's kind of giving you, the owner of this account, a heads up that somebody somewhere is trying to log into your account. So I didn't have that on, so I didn't know that. Obviously now I have learned a lot, and absolutely I hope that this doesn't happen to a lot of people. So hopefully, you know, by me sharing my story, we can prevent this from happening to any other people. And I do want to say thank you to Instagram and Facebook. I know, I mean, it took 5 days, and I didn't think I was going to get it back, because back and forth, I got the same type of messages, automated responses back and forth. But I realized that at the end of the day, there is somebody working behind those automated responses. So I do thank them for their service, because there's, you know, 1 billion people on Instagram and Facebook, and so I do very much thank them for their hard work to get this back. I went off on a tangent there, so make sure that you guys like and subscribe to my channel, because I've got some great videos coming out still, and hit that little notification bell next to subscribe. Make sure that that is turned on so that you're notified when I do upload. And I do have a couple more videos that are coming our way. I've just got to make sure that I edit them. So hopefully this week goes a little bit smoother. I was able to catch up on sleep after last week, which I was so stressed out and so tired, and I think being stressed out and being tired stressed me out even more because I don't want to stress out, you know, little babe. So other than that, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and I look forward to sharing this journey with you guys. I've got 6.5 more weeks to my due date, which is insane. So anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening and a great start to your week, and I will talk to you guys later.